Welcome to your long COVID transformation. I'm your guide, Betsy, and I'm so glad you're joining us today. Today, we're going to reframe something that often feels overwhelming: exercise. Let's start by shifting the language. I've never liked the word exercise, especially when you're dealing with long COVID. It can feel intimidating or like it belongs to a version of your body that no longer feels accessible. So here, we use the word activity. Activity is anything that gets you moving, even a little. It's about what's possible for you right now. When we talk about activity, we're talking about what your body can handle today. That might be doing a few stretches in bed. It might be walking from one room to another. It might be standing up while you brew a cup of tea or coffee if you're a coffee person. I'm not. But it counts. Every bit of movement counts. Some of you may have heard of something called the Levine Protocol. It's a structured reconditioning plan that was originally developed to support people with POTS, which is a dysautonomia. And essentially, it means part of your autonomic nervous system doesn't work correctly anymore. And that is part of your nervous system that controls the things you don't have to think about: your heart rate, your blood pressure, breathing, all of that. And it just doesn't quite work correctly anymore. It's very common in people with long COVID. And we experience a lot of similar symptoms, whether we have a dysautonomia like POTS or not, especially around energy crashes and orthostatic intolerance, which is a fancy way for saying it's a problem when you stand up suddenly. The Levine Protocol builds tolerance gradually, starting with recumbent exercises, sitting down, and working your way up to more upright movements. It also emphasizes strength training, hydration, increased salt intake, if it's okay with your provider, and compression garments. But here's how we adapt the Levine Protocol for long COVID fatigue. We start even slower. We add in more recovery time between activity days. We stay well under our energy limit to prevent post-exertional crashes. We choose short, seated, or recumbent movements and focus on building consistency, not intensity. And just as important, we understand that rest is part of the plan. So, what activities can you start with? The simplest ones are often the most effective. Stretching in bed or a chair to reconnect with your body. Breath work to calm your nervous system and expand your lungs. Seated or lying down movements like leg lifts or gentle cycling. Short, slow walks indoors or outdoors. Light household tasks like folding laundry at the table. One of my favorites is stretching. Neck and shoulder stretches especially help release tension and increase mobility. They are easy to adjust and can be done anywhere. Another favorite of mine is restorative yoga. Avoid hot yoga or power yoga. No, not me. Instead, I choose calming movements, slow transitions, and shorter sessions that feel soothing. My favorite for yoga is Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. She's pretty well known and has a ton of videos, and several are for beginners and recovering. And she has many that are chair yoga as well. And remember, this isn't about performance. It's about reconnecting with your breath and your body. Walking can also be a powerful step forward, but it needs to look different. Forget your old pace and your old expectations. Start with just a couple of minutes, maybe even less. Walk slowly, mindfully. You're not training for a sprint or a marathon. You're rebuilding your relationship with movement. When I feel ready for it, I add in basic strengthening. You can use resistance band, soup cans or other canned goods for weights, or just your body weight. Or you can, if you have them, you can use, of course, little dumbbells, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever you can work with. For body weight, there are things like a push-up, put against a wall. You don't have to do a push-up down on your hands and knees on the floor. You can just push up against the wall, back and forward. Or for like the bicep curls, seated arm curls. You don't have to stand up and do them or walk around while you do them. These small movements help to restore tone and boost emotional well-being. Now, because brain fog is real, I always recommend tracking what you do. Write down your activity and how you felt afterward. There's a spot for it in your planner. Doesn't need to be fancy, but logging it is going to help you notice patterns, especially if you crash later. If something causes a crash, and chances are it's going to happen, I still do it from time to time myself, step away from it for now. You might come back to it later when your baseline is stronger. This process of trial, logging, and adjustment is how you learn your limits and how you grow within them. So, what's the takeaway? Move intentionally, track mindfully, heal in your own rhythm. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're rebuilding. And your body knows the way. When you listen, respond, and honor what it needs, it will lead you there. So, thank you for being here with me today. I hope this gives you a clearer understanding of how movement, even small, simple movement, can support your healing. Now, if you're ready for the next step, I recommend watching Mindset as a Healing Force. It's a grounding look at how your thoughts, beliefs, and focus shape your experience, and how mindset work can make space for healing, even when your body is struggling.